friends! Today I'm going to show you how to crochet this adorable little carrying pouch, and it's just the right fit for my little worry dolls if you'd like to make them and stick them right in. They can be a way to make your little worry dolls portable and easy to take along. You can have this hook onto a keyring or onto a purse or bag and simply stuff your critters inside. If you'd like to check out my dolls, they're available on my blog for free. I have a variety of them, including the Catnap Kitties, the Bedtime Babies, the Comfort Critters, and also the bunnies in beds. So all of these guys will be able to fit into this little pouch, and I'll link their pattern in the description box below so you can go take a look. All right, so let's get started. For this project, I'm going to go ahead and use this medium weight 4 yarn and a 5mm crochet hook. I'll also use a pair of scissors to cut off my ends. So let's go ahead and begin. You're going to start off with a magic ring. If you'd like a tutorial on how to do so, feel free to check out the description box below. I'll have a link to do that. In the magic ring, you're going to chain 2 and then insert 12 double crochets. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And once you've got 12 double crochets, we're going to go ahead and tighten the ring by pulling the yarn end here. And you're going to join this round with a slip stitch into the first double crochet you made. So not in the chains, but the very first double crochet. And I'm just pulling through with a slip stitch. After that, we're going to go ahead and do one round of increases. The type of increase that we're going to do for round 2 is going to be a double crochet and then an increase all the way around. So in that first stitch, you're going to simply double crochet. And in the next stitch, you're going to increase. That means put 2 double crochets in the same stitch. We're repeating that all the way around. So 1 double crochet and then an increase. One double crochet and then an increase. And again, work all the way around until you reach the end of the round, and then we'll be joining with a slip stitch to the first double crochet. At this point, we're going to start doing some front post double crochets. You're going to first begin round 3 by chaining 2, and then in the first double crochet, you're going to insert a stitch as normal. So that's my first double crochet. And then in the next stitch, you're going to insert another double crochet as normal. And in the third stitch, you're going to do a front post double crochet. So what you're going to do is yarn over, insert your hook behind that double crochet in this next stitch, and you're going to make your double crochet as normal. And that's a front post double crochet. So let's do that again. You're going to double crochet twice normally. 1, 2. And then in the third stitch, do a front post double crochet. So go behind and double crochet. We'll do that again. 2 double crochets as normal, and then the front post, go behind the double crochet and pull it up. You basically repeat that all the way around. 2 normal double crochets and then a front post double crochet, go behind and pull up. And you'll end up with 18 stitches all the way around, the same as you had as your final stitch count in the last round. And we're going to finish off the round with a slip stitch to the very first stitch, like so. So we're going to now repeat this round. You're going to have some nice texture, as you can see. It's starting to form. And you'll want this pouch to be tall enough for your bunny. So I'm probably going to do maybe one more round of this. We're going to give it a try. And as you can see, I am freehanding here a bit. So I don't know exactly how many rounds to go. So in round 4, you're going to do 2 chains to start. Then do 2 double crochets, 1, 2. And in the next stitch, see where I've got the front post? You're going to repeat that, go behind that double crochet, and pull up for a front post double crochet. So repeating that around, 2 double crochets, and then make that front post. Keep going with 2 double crochets, and make your front post. I like doing it in increments of 3 because if I did it in increments of 2, I think the front posts will be spaced a little too closely for my taste. But you are welcome to go ahead and experiment however you'd like. Front posts are a really awesome way to add in some nice texture to your projects. And it's also fun to do. So as you can see here, I'm coming to the end, so I'm going to slip stitch to join. And here is my little basket so far. And I'm seeing that it's going to be about ready to fit my doll. So I'm going to start, I want the head to kind of poke out a little bit. I don't want my basket to be too long and have my doll be buried in all this yarn. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up now. When you're ready to wrap up your basket, and again, feel free to keep going if you want it to be a longer one. So for example, the one I have here is quite a bit longer. As you can see, I think it has 1 or 2 more rounds. But I'm going to stop here with the front post double crochets. I'm going to now create that last round on top with the little button loop. Or excuse me, this is not a button loop. This is a loop to hang on to keychains or backpacks or purses. And you can keep your little critter stored nicely inside the pouch. And here you can see it actually has some space on the bottom. It doesn't fill it in all the way. If I do put this bunny down all the way, you'll only see pretty much the top of the head and the ears showing up, like so. All right, so let me go ahead and finish this part up. For this last round, you're going to simply chain 1 and then single crochet around. So I'm going to do that with 1 2, and that's going to be 18 stitches all the way around. Now is a fun time to actually change your yarn color if you want to have a different trim on top. Oftentimes, if you're doing double crochet for a project and switching to single crochet at the top, you will end up with tighter stitches due to the nature of single crochets and double crochets. And so it will naturally create sort of a cinched in look for the top of the basket. At the end of the round, you're simply going to join with a slip stitch into the very first single crochet, like so. And for the button loop, you can go ahead and chain however many you want. So I'm going to chain, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think 8 will be a good number for mine. And what I'm going to do is join with a slip stitch to the same stitch here. And that creates the loop. Now, if you'd like an added texture around your basket, you can go ahead and do a surface, basically a slip stitch all the way around, like I'm doing here, going into each stitch and pulling out for a slip stitch. This is optional. I'm thinking it will just be nice to add some additional little bit of texture to the very top of the basket. I keep calling this a basket, but I think it's more of a carrying pouch or a case. So I'm going to rename that when I make the video. All right. And at the end, when you reach the beginning of the round, you're simply going to fasten off with a snip of the ends, and you are going to weave in your ends. I'm just going to quickly pull them in for now, but you'll need to spend a little bit of time to just weave it in correctly. I'm just impatient because I'd like to see if it fits my bunny all right. Okay. So now you could take your little critter and stuff it in. And as I had hoped, it fits the bunny just well enough for the head to be poking out, which is what I would like for my little critter. So this seems to be the perfect height. And you can go ahead and make these pouches for the little amigurumi critters on my blog. I have a bunch of them. They will work with all the little worry dolls on my site, which include the Catnap Kitties here. It also includes the little swaddle babies. Here they are. And my little comfort critters too, which actually have limbs like arms and legs. So you can go ahead and make this to use as a carrying pouch for any of these interchangeably. And your little one can bring them along quite easily. They can just be attached to a keyring, to a backpack, to a purse. And I want this little guy to have his arms kind of poke out a little bit here. Looks like he's just enjoying the ride. And that's that. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a fun time making these. They're definitely really easy to customize if you want to add different layers of colors. And you can also, for example, here I have 3 different colors, a darker blue, a lighter blue, and almost a white up here. And they're fun to add texture to. And you can also sew buttons or little appliques on your pouches too. All right, thanks so much for watching and have a wonderful one. Bye now.